Hi. I am a little confused, so please help me to understand a few things. Can someone explain to me what is the point of joining the NATO if Russia asks you not to do it for 8 years? Is it normal when you make a coup in Ukraine, financially backed by American interest, remove a democratically elected president who is friendly to Russia, and you start to make policies to turn Russian-speaking citizens into second-rate citizens, and expect Russia to not react to that? Or is it normal that America keeps selling weapons for the NATO and Ukraine for 8 years, making profit for its declining economy, while at the same time fear-mongering the EU against Russia so America can get the access for the EU markets what Russia had before that? Does this not mean that America is interested in prolonging the crisis or escalating it? Does that not mean that America is not interested in the freedom or independence of Ukraine or the safety of its people, only in its own global interest? So America is only using the crisis in Ukraine to get what it wants? If that is the case, and for 8 years the West could not reach an agreement with Russia, when Russia asked for guarantees that the NATO will not expand and put military bases and weapons near to the Russian border, maybe the real reason was that America was not interested in doing that. Russia does not want weapons in Ukraine which can be launched to Russia, because from that distance there is no time to react to it. But in general, the NATO expanded over the years even though they promised not to do that, so this crisis in Ukraine is more about cornering Russia than about the independence of Ukraine. If you understand that, then you are probably not surprised that Russia made the decision to invade Ukraine after 8 years of diplomacy without any real results to force the current leadership of the country to step down, because they are not working in the interest of the citizens of Ukraine, but in fact work for American interest. And as I explained, the American interest is not about ending the crisis but prolonging and escalating it. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is asking the citizens of Ukraine to fight to the death against Russia, but in reality, Russia is after him for the reasons I have explained. So please explain to me, if you are the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, and you know that Russia is coming for you, but nor the NATO or America are willing to help you, would the best option for your citizens is to make a peace deal with Russia with possible conditions, instead of sacrificing the lives of your citizens for you? Of course my opinion can be wrong, maybe I am not seeing the bigger picture here, but I am a little tired of watching the Western media one-sided way of explaining things for people, making Russia look like the bad guy, while I know both sides of the story. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rant.